Hi, welcome to my channel, Taco Yakutero. Today is March 17th, Monday, 2025. So, before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you and gives you clarity, great. If it does not, then don't force it to be your story. I had some crazy dreams last night. And
Careful, Mama.
Thank you, Pumpkin.
Hit your hip. Your hip. What did it hit? Oh, cold.
Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, my dreams, right? I feel like in one of the dreams I was inside of like a pyramid, and I remember seeing like I feel like I was like looking at, well, from like the corner of my eyes, like from the side of my eyes, I was seeing like hieroglyphics, and the walls were like yellow gold. And I also seen some minerals, but I'm not gonna like say which ones. They were and it was just like a whole thing, man. And it was crazy because I was having a conversation with this woman in the dream, and she was basically telling me how she was saying that for some of you, you're going to be alright, so the conversation was like, yeah, so there was this woman and I, we were walking through this pyramid kind of thing, and she was talking to me, right? And it was like all lit up, it was like bright in there, like I could see, it was just so bright, but it also felt kind of like warm and familiar. 222. So she was telling me, she was saying how something was being given to me, or something was being passed down to me. And I was saying, well, so and so has no interest and they don't really want it. And as I was saying that, at the same time, the woman was also saying that. Like, I'm saying this, and simultaneously she's saying, well, so and so doesn't want it, and they don't really know what to do with it, so it's going to you. And I have to say, as she's saying that, I'm like, so it's going to me. So we're kind of like simultaneously agreeing on this. There was also some other like parts to the dream too, but I don't even know if I should like talk about it because of how like peculiar it is, even to me, right? Like but there was like more to the conversation too, and like this woman too. So this woman, right, for some of you, you could be seeing a mother figure from your maternal bloodline. Not your paternal, not your father bloodline, your mother's bloodline. You're seeing an ancestor. And this is not the first time I've talked about like seeing a grandmother or like a great grandmother or something like that in the dreams, right? For some of you, you could be connecting with like a mother figure from your maternal bloodline. And the reason why I'm saying that is because it could look like your mom or feel like your mom, but it's not really your mom, but it's a mother figure, right? It's a mother figure from your maternal bloodline. And I remember in one part, we were having a conversation or whatever. So we had this, what I'm about to say right now, we have this conversation first. And then, blah, 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 whatever. And then it ended up like being in the pyramids. Like I was in the pyramid that ended up in that dream. And we were like, I remember it was like so elevated, like the part in the pyramid that I was in, it was like so high up to where I was like looking at this one table, and I was looking at these maps, and I seen like these dioramas or these diagrams or like these 3D models. I remember I was looking at maps and like reading like the stars, like they had like these stars, like you know how they have like geographical maps and they have like star maps and things like that. So but this one was particularly about the sky at night and like the stars, and it was like the zodiacs and the planets and the celestial bodies. It was like that on the table. I remember seeing it. It was big. And like also on the table there were like these two 3D pyramid models, but they looked different. And I remember thinking, oh, that's to talk to God, right? And then the minerals that I've seen, I saw them, and I remember thinking, oh, that's for protection. But in the dream, the woman that I was having a conversation with, it could be, so for some of you could be connecting with a woman from your maternal bloodline, and you're basically coming to an understanding that you're going to be inheriting something, right? And it's in a, like, you're both on the same page, you're both aware of this, blah blah blah, whatever. The second thing is the first conversation was basically, I just say in 626, it was we were talking, and then she stopped in mid-sentence and she looks at me and she goes, "You are so beautiful." And then I go, "Thanks, I get it from you." And as soon as I said that, it like the woman like immediately urinated on herself. And I know like when you do that in the dream, you're releasing something, and I helped her clean it up. And I feel like she felt so like overwhelmed and like appreciated. So you could be connecting with a maternal ancestor of yours, an ancestor from your maternal bloodline. It's a woman who is giving you something because they feel appreciated by you, they feel acknowledged, they feel noticed by you. And sometimes that's really all people want, whether they're alive or not here walking around. Sometimes people just want to be acknowledged. They want to be seen. They want to be noticed. Sometimes that's literally, they just want to hear, "I see you. I appreciate you." That's it. So I feel like by saying that, it kind of just like released something in her, something that like she was holding on to, and she was like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, no, it's okay. I hope you clean it up. So that conversation happened first. So for a lot of you, you could be appreciative of where you come from, appreciative of life, appreciative of the Most High God, just very appreciative and gratitude. You have a lot of gratitude. That came up yesterday too, being appreciative and gratitude and having gratitude. People think those two are the same things, but they're not. Having appreciation and having gratitude are two different things, but to have both of them is very important. And I feel like for a lot of you collective, you have both of those. And your ancestors, that's important to them for whatever reason, right? Especially if it was in a time where the women weren't appreciated. Or look at history. There are so many things that are coming up now, like this woman invented this, and this woman was a part of this, and this woman, like the movie Hidden Figures, right? That movie, The Gilded, not the movie, but the show The Gilded Age. You end up finding out that a woman was behind building the Brooklyn Bridge, but the reason why people weren't talking about it is because they thought it was going to bring the bridge bad luck, right? The woman in the movie Hidden Figures, she was a big part of landing on the moon, right? Because she was really good with math. There was a woman invented the pads. A woman invented like the toilet paper thingy. Like a lot of it could have. So this could have been a time where women weren't appreciated, right? They weren't acknowledged. And here you are, whether you're a divine masculine or divine feminine, you're acknowledging them. So that's why you're getting something, right? You've essentially, they are able to live vicariously through you because of what you're doing and what you're allowing yourself to be capable of. Alright. Alright, let me see something.
You see my doctor though?
Yes, baby, it's in the bedroom.
In the bedroom.
Yes, by the bed. So there was more to the conversation about the inheritance part, but I'm not really going to get into that because I feel like at that point it was more personal. But I feel like the first part is more general, right? So the first part is more like one size fits all. The second part is more custom shoes. This card does not belong in here. A time for healing. Aww. That's so nice. Look at this card that came out. A time for healing. I feel like for you, collective, so you know how I just said your ancestors, especially like the women in your maternal bloodline. So if you are divine feminine, this would strongly resonate for you. But you could also be a divine masculine that's doing things differently when it comes to the women in your family or how you treat women or whatever the case it is, right? But I feel like what I just said, your ancestors are living vicariously through you. It's because by you going through a healing or you being healed or whatever, it's allowing them to feel that, to see that, because they're always with you. Your ancestors, they're not gone. They're around you. They're there. So by you healing yourself and healing those wounds and paving the way and doing things differently, it's allowing them to live vicariously through you, and they appreciate that. It's like, I don't know, like they feel seen, they feel heard, because you're making sure you're seen and you're making sure you're heard and you're making sure that your way is like, get out my way. Like, you know, so, and I feel like they love that because it's like maybe they didn't have the opportunity, they couldn't, whatever. But I feel like you healing, it's also helping them heal. So they're like giving you something because obviously you're appreciative. Obviously you have gratitude for life. Obviously you have love and compassion and patience and wisdom and it, you know. All right, let me read this card actually. I don't think I pulled this. This card is not even supposed to be in this deck. I pulled out House of Night deck. There was a big key element about the spirits in my dream last night too. So for some of you, that you can speak to the spirits or you can connect with the spirits, or that's always been something that the women in your family have been able to do, but then something happened in history within the timeline of the women in your family, maybe colonization or whatever, like it kind of got stopped, or it was seen as taboo, or it was seen as ungodlike or forbidden or whatever the case it is. Bless you! And so it kind of like got suppressed or hidden or forgotten. Or like intuition was like seen as, oh, that's not God, but that is God, right? Or like, oh, how does he know these things, or how does she know these things? You know, she needs an exorcism, or he needs an exorcism because they know things they shouldn't be knowing, of not realizing that that's something the women in your family have always been able to do, because that's how you're like just really tapped in when it comes to like connecting with the divine, spirits, nature. But then like something happened in the timeline, history, maybe colonization or whatever, and then it's kind of like it had to be hidden, it had to be suppressed, it had to be dormant. And because you're now, it's like it's been awakened, you get full access to this, right? And the reason why I mentioned something like, well, so and so doesn't care about it, so and so doesn't want it, so there could have been women in your family that they didn't care about this. They didn't. What am I going to do with that, right? They don't care about this, but you understood that it's a responsibility. This is something not to be just tossed to the side. There's value to this. There's the purpose for this. And there's a reason why it hit you. There's a reason why it's going to you. There's a reason why it woke up within you. I've been having so much pressure on my head like the past couple of days. 16. Bless you! A time for healing. Bless you! Oh, wow. Right before number 16, number 15, your inner light will guide you. Wow, look at that, see? Your inner light will guide you, and then a time for healing. At times, amidst the travails of the world, we find ourselves keening for the soft touch of the healer, for one who knows the right way to bring back to life the dimming light within our souls, right? This is dormant, but not anymore. The healer's touch may feel far from you, but if you take a moment and allow the ancient ones to come to you, you will feel a tender hand upon your brow, offering you the energy of the universe. Allow yourself to be restored by this ancient form of blessing and healing, even if human hands are far away from right now. Imagine, close those weary eyes, know the ancient ones are with you, and let them rewave the fibers of light that make you into the being of radiance you so truly are. I told you. No, I told you. No, I told you. It's like, let me stop. All right. I'm going to jump into tarot. I keep hearing a word, prospects. And I heard it in my dreams last night, and I've been hearing it, right? The word prospects. Is that like owning things, property, position? Oh my gosh. Prospects, the possibility or likelihood of some future event occurring. A person regarded as likely to succeed or as a potential customer, client, etc. The possibility that something good might happen in the future. So a lot of you might be thinking that you have no prospects. That's what the conversation was about. That's funny. So a lot of you might be thinking that you have nothing good coming for you in the future for whatever reason. I don't know. But you can rest assured that you definitely, most absolutely are getting something. Alright? Wow. I feel like for a long time, a lot of you were under the impression that this is as good as it gets for you, or this is sirens in the background. I don't know if you can hear them. Like, this is as good as it's going to get for you, or this is, which is crazy, because even though a lot of you were under the impression that this is as good as it's going to get for you, you were still very appreciative and grateful for it. But it's funny because you're being told, no, this is not, you're getting it more. No, you're getting more, trust me. And a lot of it really, a key point to this is how appreciative, how much gratitude you have for even the little that you have right now. Someone doesn't want you to express. What happened? Let me see. Someone doesn't want you to express this
in the bed.
Yes, it's on the side. It's on the side. You gotta look on the dresser. It's on the side on the floor. She's so funny. She goes, "Oh, you're right." Yeah, somebody doesn't want you to express how grateful you are or how appreciative you are. Why is this little loop-de-loop doing that? It's like a little loop-de-loop. I gotta do my hair, but I don't think I'm gonna do my hair today. For some of you, your sibling is not getting something because they don't care for it or they're not appreciative of it. So you're going to be inheriting something. Something that has always been a thing, or like a gift, a skill, an ability that has always been specifically in the bloodline, in the maternal bloodline of the family. Like, some of you may even heard stories of like, oh yeah, your great grandmother did blah blah blah, or like maybe even joking like, oh yeah, don't do that because your great grandmother is gonna blah 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 blah, or you're just like your great grandmother. She used to blah blah blah, right? Or like your great grandmother used to talk to animals and whatever. I don't know. I'm just using that example. You found it?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, perfect. I'm gonna put it right here. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Good job. I'm just using those as an example because they're funny, right? Like you know how Dr. Dolittle, she inherited her dad's gift for talking to animals. Okay, so it's not something like that, but like, but this is specifically like something about the maternal bloodline of your of the women in your family, right? Something that maybe your mom ignored and then your grandmother was a part of, or could do, or your great grandmother could do, or your great grandmother could do, or whatever. It's going to you. It's something that has to do with I don't even know, because for some of you it could be different, but it was very specific in my dream. Here's the thing, with every job there comes risks, right? Even working at McDonald's, there's a risk that you might pinch your finger in the cash drawer, or you might slip on some soda, or you might lock yourself out of the store and you're gonna be like, hey, coworker of mine, let me in, or
I need help.
with what, pumpkin pie?
I need help.
With what, pumpkin pie?
I need help.
Okay, hold on. 1 second, okay? And, so it's not like whatever this is, it doesn't... She's so dramatic. It doesn't have its risks. It does, right? But in the one... Because I was mentioning how, like, I seen, like, these minerals or whatever, but, like, I knew for a fact that's for protection. You're protected. This is protected. This whatever you're inheriting is protected. You're also protected while... Let's say, like, for example, like, there's risks walking to the store, right? There's just risks crossing the street. Like, but let's say whatever, if you have to cross the street, you're protected while crossing the street. You're protected working at McDonald's. Whatever this is that you're inheriting, you are protected in this as well, right? I'm not saying that there aren't risks to this, because there are, but you are definitely protected from these risks. Right? Now someone else who is trying to dibble and dabble or utilize this or use this, they may not have the same protections, right? Like, you could be having that one klutz at your job who's always falling, always hurting themselves, or always whatever, and it's just like, maybe this isn't for you, right? And then they leave and they go find another job and they have no problems at that job. It's because working at McDonald's wasn't for them, right? But they wanted to work at McDonald's so bad that it's like, it's not for you. That's why you're having a hard time. So this could also be someone in your family that's trying to do or trying to have access to what you're getting, but they're having such a hard time, and because it's not for them. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Temperance reverse. This could be a karmic Sagittarius that has been trying to... I feel like there's something about a Sagittarius, a karmic Sagittarius, or a karmic woman in your family that claimed that they can do something, but come to find out they can't, or they never could. That, and or there's a woman in your family that feels some type of way because you're getting something that they're not getting, and they do feel some type of way because, especially if this is an older woman in your family and you're younger than them, they feel like they should have gotten it. But I feel like whatever this is, it skipped maybe like 3 to 4 women or generations, and it hit you. So you could have a group of women that feel some type of way, and they're like all older than you, because you have something, you're and it's evident, it's clear, and you're protected in this. Like, you have, the reason why you're protected is because you have permission for this. You're the one, right? Like, you're the one that has access. You're the one that has permission for this. So you're protected. You're the one that the ancestors, the women ancestors on your bloodline are saying this is going specifically to the collective. So you are protected. We're protecting you. You have access to this. You have access to us. You have access. You can talk to God whenever you want. Blah 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 blah. Right? It's like you have this weird protection around you, and I'm saying weird because there could be other women in your family that's like, I don't understand how that's possible. There could be women in your family that, to them, it's like they tried to do something and they couldn't, so they deemed it demonic, or that's the saying, that's the devil. I'm hearing, eso fue el diablo. That's what I just heard. Eso fue el diablo, which basically means that was the devil in Spanish, right? So, and that's really because they had a negative adverse reaction to whatever it is, because they're not allowed to do this, right? They're not supposed to do this. God said, no, you cannot do this. You don't have access to this. Your hearts cannot handle this. So you don't have access to this. You cannot do this. You, collective, however, you have access to this. You can do this. You have been granted permission. This is yours. This is yours. All right? So now there's a group of people There's a group of people in your family. There's a group of people in your family. Could be a group of women in your family that there's discord amongst them. They're bicker and just they're being petty around each other, and they're confused. There could also be a karmic Scorpio, a karmic Sagittarius. They're not sure of what's going on. There's discord amongst them. They're not sure of what's going on. They're it's so funny because it's like they're trying to be petty with each other, but they can't, because it's like if one person is petty with another, that person is going to take it up a notch and be petty, and it's like they can't really afford to be petty around each other or against each other at this moment, right? Because they're already unstable, right? Whatever, they're already feeling some sort of instability, and they're impatient, right? They're impatient. They're waiting for something, or they're very impatient. They could be waiting for something that's never going to come in for them, and they're getting impatient, right? I feel like there's a group of women in your family that made a bad judgment call. They agreed on something or agreed to do.
Your hair.
Okay. Can you do my hair soon? Not now.
Do your hair.
Wait. When I'm done, do my hair, okay? Almost. I'm almost done. No. I'm almost done. She's like, ugh.
Banana?
Huh?
Banana?
You want a banana?
Banana.
Okay. When I finish this, okay? Okay. Okay, well, don't fall.
I go slow.
Okay. B, banana. B, banana.
I want another one. B, banana. B, banana. B, banana. B. What? Banana. What? Banana.
P, potato. P, potato.
No, banana. P, today. P, today. Broccoli?
The force was reversed. Yeah, there's a group of women in your family that they can't rest and they're impatient. They're restless. They could also know or feel that you're getting something, or they are talking amongst themselves. I keep hearing someone say, "Pero cómo va a ser? Pero cómo va a ser?" Which is basically like, "How can that be? How can that be?" in Spanish, right? But they're saying it with such disbelief. "Eso fue el diablo, pero cómo va a ser?" Like that's how they're saying it. Like, how can that be? And that's got to be from the devil. They're like in such belief that you've gotten something or you're getting something. So they've been restless because they know that you're getting something, right? And I feel like they are now in disbelief because you've gotten something. And because of how in such disbelief they are, no. They feel like it's got to be from the devil. Why would God give you that? Why would you have the same gift that our great ancestor had? Why? When you didn't get it, and you didn't get it, and you didn't get it, and you didn't get it, why did none of us get it, and all of a sudden they're getting it? They don't even know, I feel like they know like certain details about something, right? And they feel like because you don't know certain details about something, it's not right, or you won't understand this gift, or you're not going to understand how to maintain it, or you don't know how it works. But that's crazy to me. Crazy. Because they don't know that they don't know what you know. Right? To assume someone should not receive something because in your mind, from your perspective, they don't know. That is very foolish and unwise, because you don't know what I know. They don't know what else to do. They feel like there's nothing else they can do. And you're absolutely right. In this situation, when it comes to what the collective is getting, you're absolutely correct. There's nothing else you can do. Because that's not your business. It's no longer your business. It was never really your business anyways either. Because it's not something that you were getting. You were not inheriting this. So it was never your business. So to assume there's nothing else that you can do about that, to even say there's nothing else I can do about that, that's odd, because it wasn't your business in the first place. It wasn't yours to touch in the first place. It wasn't yours to inherit in the first place. It wasn't yours to meddle in and manipulate in the first place. So to sit there and say, well, there's nothing else we can do, you're right about that, but at the same time, the audacity for you to even think that there was anything that you could do about this. Right? Like, they're admitting defeat, but it's like, that's great that you're admitting defeat, but you should have never gotten involved in something to now where you even feel exhausted, tired, confused, conflicted, you should have never put your nose in somewhere where it didn't belong, which was what the collective was inheriting. But they couldn't help it. They couldn't help it because it's like, well, you didn't get it. You didn't. Who's getting it? Who's getting this? Right? And someone could have said, oh, well, I had a dream that the collective was getting it. Oh, well, that's not fair because blah, 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 blah. Well, they got to be working with demons and blah, 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 blah. But they weren't saying that when this is what they wanted for themselves, right? But because it's getting to you, it's got to be demons and demonic and unjust and unfair and unright. And listen, whatever you're getting, collective, it was always supposed to hit you, right? It's you. It's you, it's all for you. Everything I do, tell you all the time. Heaven is a place on earth with you. That's Lana Del Rey. Seven of Wands upright. Yeah, you're protected for these people. You're also going to you're going to be invited to something. And in this event, you are going to get bombarded with questions. Right? Now, these questions may seem, or you're going to be in an event, or like a job party, or like a wedding, or some sort of event, right? Where there's going to be people, they're going to bombard you with questions. But these questions, if you listen and you pay attention, they're coming off, they're not really questions. They're accusations, and it's like a form of being like an interview, kind of like you're being interviewed. They're not harmless questions, right? It's not like that. They're like more like you're being bombarded and with like these weird accusations or interviews. Like they're questions, but they're fishing for answers, right? And you're going to have to stand your ground. And the best way to stand your ground could just be like, oh, I don't know. Or, like, one thing to know is that you don't have to share your personal life with anyone or anything. Like, you don't have to, right? If it's a court, like, if you're not under a court of law, I swear to speak the whole truth, the whole truth, nothing but truth. If it's not like that, then I don't know. Oh, I don't know, right? You're going to have to stand your ground and protect yourself. First of all, you're protected, right? Spiritually, you're definitely protected. But I feel like also out here, you're going to have to do a little bit of defending, right? Use that strength of yours, that backbone that you definitely absolutely have. Use that. You're going to have to whip that out and in this situation, because there are going to be people that are going to bombard you. And it may seem like they're joking or poking fun, right? But it's really accusations, and they like all up in your face, like they want to know, right? They want to know, like they feel offended. So they're going to ask you, and you're going to, if you really look and you really listen, you're going to be able to see, wow, you're a hater and you feel some type of way. And you're going to know because of the way they come across. They're going to ask you these things like with jokingly, like, oh, so I heard, but it's so sinister, it's so fake, it's so, they're only smiling and laughing to hide their offense of what you're inheriting that's rightly yours to inherit, right? They can't come up to you and be like, oh, so you blah 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 blah, I heard blah 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 blah, you're getting blah 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 blah. They can't do that, of course not. So they're gonna be like, oh, I heard that you're getting, like, it's creepy. So, that's that. And they can't help it. That could be why they're getting impatient. They're getting impatient because there's something that's coming up where they're going to, there's something that's coming up where they're going to see you, or they're expecting to see you. And they're getting patient. They're getting patient. They're getting patient. Like, they can't wait. They're looking at the calendar. They're counting down the days. They're getting patient. Because they're just dying to be like, oh my God, so I heard. But it's so creepy, man. Like, you can see, like, they're foaming at the mouth with offense. I'm bored of this reading now. Bless you! See, that's a problem sometimes when I do my readings. Like, I get bored because I already figured it out. But for the sake of the story, like, I just keep pulling cards, but I get bored. Which, I'm not bored with my cards. I'm just, right? I'm bored of the story. It's like a puzzle. You put the puzzle pieces together, and then what do? You move on to the next puzzle, right? You're not just going to sit there and look at your finished puzzles. I mean, you can for a while, but then it's like, okay, well, I'd like to do something else now. So you could be bored. Like, this energy is boring because it's like you're moving on to something else. You've already moved on from these people, from this energy, and it's like they're still stuck in it, and it's just like, I'm bored of you. How are you not bored of yourself? I'm bored of you. You're not bored of yourself? I don't understand that. How are you not bored of yourself? I'm bored of you. I know that sounds really mean to say. I know that sounds so mean. Wow. That sounds mean to say. But it's like, don't you want to, like, change up the energy? Don't you want to do something else? Like, aren't you tired of foaming at the mouth all the time? Like, jeez Louise. For some of you, these could have been like grown adults competing with a child. Aren't you bored of that? Like, the Four of Wands reversed. There's no peace. There's conflict and tension. Like, nobody's happy. Nobody's healed. Nobody's happy. They're always making the wrong decisions, the wrong choices. They don't even know, like, what's right, what's wrong. Like, they don't, like, what are you guys doing? These are the people that are gonna bombard you with questions, but you know they're just weird forms of accusations because they feel offended about something that you're rightfully getting and they're not. You're going to have to defend yourself against these people. And it may not even be, like, offensive. Like, you're going to have to defend yourself like, I got a bat, stay back. It's not really going to be like that. It's just going to be like, stay poised, stay mature, be aware. Right? Every eyes. What does he say? Every eyes, every every eyes, every ear, everywhere. That's from Mad Money. He's like the banker guy, right? Yeah, I don't really feel like, it's just, they're gonna definitely, like, come towards you. It's gonna be all smiles and cheerful and joke, right? I'm just joking, but it's definitely a form of an attack that you're gonna have to defend yourself. And, right, it's definitely not gonna be so dramatic where it's like bats and duck and dodging. It's not like that. This is a spiritual attack that they're gonna come towards you with smiling faces. And they're impatient because they're waiting for this moment, right? They're not even focused at the events or the celebration or the task or, like, you know, we're here because we want to give this award to. They're not even focused on that. They're just there focused to attack you spiritually. By smiling in your face, they're attacking you, and you're smart enough, you're aware, you know, and you're protected. So that's what's gonna happen. Period. Queen of Cups reverse. Yeah. For some of you, these are the women in your family that are mothers. You have the, because again, this was something that's was something in the maternal bloodline of your family. So obviously these are mothers, 44, 55, right? So you could be a mother as well. These mothers could be older than you. You have a lot of women. I feel like it's like 3 to 4 women, 3 to 4 mothers in your family, whether they're your cousins, they're your aunts, they're your sisters. They all come from they like your great aunts or your grandmother, they all come from the maternal bloodline. This is how this works. This is what this is. There's no, these could be your fathers. This is very specific. This is coming from the maternal bloodline of your family. There's something that kept missing the women in your family, right? It missed your great aunt, and it missed your aunt, and it missed your great grandmother, and it missed your grandmother, and it missed your mom, and it missed your sister, it missed your great sister, it missed whatever. There's something that kept missing them that you get. And they're feeling some type of way about it. They feel offended. We got the Queen of Cups reversed, but the thing is, it's funny because you don't care. The Queen of Cups reversed, these women are the Queen of Cups reversed. But it's funny because they're the Queen of Cups reversed where they're insecure, codependent, jealous, obsessive, insecure. I keep saying that. They're insecure, they're moody. They rely on each other, or they can't be self-sufficient, right? This could even be a time where women had to rely on the men in their family, so they can never make it out on their own, or they never felt like they could make it out on their own. This could be something like that, like very codependent. And if they are moms, they probably weren't the best moms, or they felt like their mom wasn't the best mom, or they felt like whatever it is. Right? That's their energy. And it's just like, aren't you bored of that energy? Let it go. That's exactly why none of you are getting this, because it's your heart. Your heart is holding on to this energy, and that's why you don't get it. And on top of that, you're foaming at the mouth because you feel offended because you didn't get this. That's why. It's so simple. It's so simple. And it's crazy because you are the Queen of Cups reversed to them. You don't care about them emotionally. You're not invested into them, into this, emotionally. So when the time comes, and there will be a time that's going to come, that they're going to be all up in your face, ha ha, hee hee ha ha, right? But you know it's just a spiritual attack. You're already emotionally withdrawn. You're already, I don't even care. You're already like, I see you, I know what you're doing, I just don't care. 4747. You're already on point with something. So whatever they're doing, it's not affecting you. You're not as emotionally invested in whatever. You're not emotionally invested in the same things that they're holding on to, that they've prevented themselves from receiving, from getting. And they didn't get this. I keep hearing someone say, pero cómo va a ser? Pero cómo va a ser? I keep hearing that. Someone is so in disbelief. That's basically saying, how can that be? How can that be? In Spanish. They're in such disbelief that something has happened already. That something has played out the way it's played out. We got Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Libra, Sagittarius. This could be any of one of your signs, or this could be any of the signs and the women of your family that want to smile in your face, but you're going to feel it. Oh my gosh. You're going to feel it. It's going to be like this. I know this is what's happening. You're going to feel it. Like there's like you don't think I feel that? Alright, I'm gonna get like 2 more and then I'm gonna close the reading. I get 2 more and then I'll use that and then I'm gonna close the reading. Because I wanna catch up on my show. Page of Wands, upright. Yeah, the reason why you don't care about this. Like, it's like, okay, yeah, I see you're attacking me anyways. I'm going to pivot. I'm gonna ignore because I got other things to focus on. I got other ideas. I want to do other things. I got things, so I'm not, whatever it is that you're throwing at me, bink, I just don't care. That's not, you're going to stay with that. That's not mine. You're not about to put that on me. That's not mine. Page of Wands upright, yeah, it says keep your eye on your goals and enjoy every moment. You don't care. And it's so funny because they're going to do this. Like, they think they're so big and bad. They think that because they've been around the block and they've been longer in the game and they're older. Just because, listen, I don't know if history has proven anything to anybody, but it shows just because you are older does not mean you are wiser. So, they think that they're going to do this, and because there's like strength in numbers, they think that they're going to do this. It could be 3 of them that's going to come towards you. There could be 3 of your female family members that's going to come towards you at the same time, and they're gonna like try and overwhelm you with questions. Like, one's gonna ask you a question, then a question, and then you're just gonna be like, what? And then they're just doing it to like attack you, and like it's like they're trying to interview you because they just want to know answers. They want answers. They want them right now, and they're so impatient. They can't wait. It's like, it's my gift and I want it now. But God's like, since when? Who told you that? I didn't tell you that. I didn't say that you could do this. That's what I'm saying. Like, they feel like it's time for them to like just accept it. And that's great, but what was it? Since when was there anything for you to accept defeat of? Like, this wasn't even your battle to get involved in. This wasn't even yours in the first place. So that's great that you're accepting defeats, but you made something your business that you didn't have to, so it wasn't really necessary. Thanks for saying you lost, but it's not like, who told you were playing? Nine of Swords upright. They're all up in their head about this. They don't know how to get you to care. They don't know how to get you anxious and stressed out and bothered and all up in your head and depressed and worried and, oh my God, that's them. They can't put this energy on you. And this is what they're going to do. They're going to try, it's going to be like 3 of them. They're going to try to bombard you at the same exact time, smiling on your face, while trying to spiritually attach this weird Nine of Swords energy onto you. That's the attack. But it's not going to work because you're the Queen of Cups reversed. You don't care about these people. You don't care about this energy. All you care about is your Page of Wands energy. That's defended. You got ideas. You got goals. You got a path. You got purpose. You got prospects. Right? Probably you never even thought you had prospects. But you do. And you're getting them. You don't care about this. So the fact that how can you make someone care about something they don't care about? You can't. You cannot make me care about something I don't care about. Like, it's just never been that way for me. Right? So I feel like these people, these 3 women in your family, they're trying to make you care about something you just don't care about. And it's just not going to work. You're too protected. You're too aware. You're too unbothered. This is nothing to you. And I hate to say this because these could be people in your family, right? But what else is there to say? What do you want me to care about? What do you, I don't understand, like. Dum, 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 dum. Heaven is a place on earth with you. Trapped reverse. Yeah, they're trying to trap you into something. You're not. You're not trapped in anything. Look, free. And look at this crow. Crows are incredibly smart. These people are trying to trap someone who's very highly intelligent. Right? And the thing about crows, they have excellent memory. So they could have tried to trap you, trap your memory, bind your mind, bind your access to something, whatever. But your freedom, your self-freedom, your intelligence, your wisdom, your drive, your love, your appreciation, your sense of gratitude, it inspires your ancestors, the women in your family, right? Your freedom inspires the women in your ancestry line, right? All throughout history, look at how women were repressed and oppressed and locked and blocked and caged and separated, right? And limited. I just seen 5533 all throughout history, right? And now we're in 2025 and you are expressing that freedom willingly, deliberately, accordingly. Of course, the women in your maternal ancestry line are going to appreciate that because they're living vicariously through you. Your freedom, they can experience that through you. So of course you're getting this. Of course you're protected. What do you mean? Why would they get something that... Why would a gift be given to the other women in your family if they're not going to be free with it? If they're not going to do what it was meant to be done with? Like, why? So you get this. And their weird game of trying to go to your face. Oh, I'm just joking. Ha ha ha, I'm not, right? But really, it's like a spiritual attack to get you in the Nine of Wands, or Nine of Swords, upright. Nine of Wands. They think that they're just messing with a little old you. You're a warrior in spirit. Like, you're a whole warrior out here. You cannot cage a warrior. A warrior is born to fight, born to keep going, born to fulfill a mission. You're fulfilling God's plan, God's purpose, God's mission. That's what you were born to do. That's what you're going to keep doing. And you're free to do so with trapped reverse. Nothing is going to stop you. And this weird magic that they're about to do, because they're going to do it, they're going to try, because they feel offended, it's not going to work.